This is going to be Before the Locks, The Cost of Beauty. And this is my story. This is my story, The Cost of Beauty. Hi, Lockstar family. This video is deeply personal. I wasn't sure that I was even going to share it, but I knew deep inside that I needed to. If you are new to my channel, thanks for joining us today. This is actually going to be the 5-week series that I told you guys about if you've seen it over in my post on my channel. This is going to be Before the Locks, The Cost of Beauty. And this is my story. Yes, so as most of you already know, if you view my channel, my love of natural hair and all things locks. But what you don't know is the journey that led me here and all of the pain before it. And guys, I do have my notes here because, so if you see me looking down, it's just because this stuff is so important that I don't want y'all to miss anything, okay? And I'm sure so many of you guys can relate. So for years, a lot of the stuff that caused this pain and part of my story is for years the use of chemical relaxers. I used the hair colors. I used the tight braids, the wigs, okay? You name it. I pretty much used it all and then some. Anything that came out, I remember the glue that you were doing, like, I don't know if it was like not the lace front wigs, but also when they was using, like, when you would put on the wig cap and then some people would glue the wig caps, freeze curls, all of, try the Dominican blowouts, like everything. When I say everything, I mean I tried everything under the sun, but there's a cost to all of that, okay? I was just doing, just like so many of us, what we thought was just presentable. We wanted to be enough. We wanted to be included because so many times, our hair was just always discriminated against or whatever have you. So I just kind of feel like I was just like anybody else. I was just doing what I felt was just going to make me fit in. And that really was the truth about it, okay? What I didn't know though, was that those products was hurting more than just my hair. It was hurting my womb. And this is where it really, really kicks in at, y'all. And you really need to understand just how dangerous these chemicals and different things can be and how it actually, just how much it affects us, our body, our health, mental health, everything, okay? I developed fibroids. Yes, I did. And not just some big ones, okay? I developed one of my largest fibroids that I developed was the size of an orange. Say a large orange. Imagine a large orange being inside of your uterus. Imagine that, okay? It was painful and it was dangerous. It was actually very dangerous to have those fibroids because it affects so much of you. And I guarantee you, many other Black women who has fibroids, okay? They were interfering. I'm just reading here because like I said, I don't want to miss anything. They were interfering with my body in ways I didn't even understand. This was before I even had a clear understanding of fibroids and just how much it would affect me. I asked my doctor what fibroids were. She said they didn't really know. They didn't really know. All they knew was that it predominantly affected African American women. And I was like, well, where did they come from? What is the cause of it? We really don't know. We really don't understand and know. I'm like, well, what do we do about it? Well, if they're pretty small, if they're small and they're not giving you any problems, then you just don't do anything unless it's like, if it's you, we usually don't do anything unless it's actually affecting the person. Now, just think about it. As I was growing up, I would hear about fibroids, but I didn't know what they were. I just knew that there were a lot of other black women who had fibroids, but I really didn't know. And now here I am being diagnosed with fibroids. And I'm like, hold on, like, let me just get down to the bottom of this. And it didn't make sense to me what the doctor was saying, because if you're telling me that, like, there's like, it's predominantly affecting black women, so, and there's thousands of black women who are being affected by these fibroids, then how come nothing's being done about it? Okay, so we're relating these things to hysterectomies and all these other different things that greatly affect you. How come nothing is being done about it? And so I asked her, well, are other groups of women being affected by this? Like, are white women, Spanish women, like, are they being affected as much as we're being affected? No, they're not actually. We don't have as many of other races of women that are affected by fibroids as much as African Americans. And so that made me think. I was totally unsatisfied before I left the hospital, but I kept it in the back of my mind. I knew that I had these tumors inside of me, which were there, although I couldn't feel them at the time because they were so small, but they were definitely clearly seen on my ultrasound. But at the same time, I knew nothing was being done about it. So I kept that in my mind every single year as I was going to the doctor. Something told me to just make sure that I continued to ask them about this fibroid thing. I just did not accept that answer, and then neither should you. So there you have it. I had no answers, no solutions, and no warnings at all. I had no idea that chemical relaxers had toxins in there that would disrupt our hormones. I had no idea that relaxers could cause inflammation. I did not know it caused inflammation. And I also had no idea that it can stop you from actually having a child. It could actually block you from having a child. And it did. That actually happened to me. That was a reality for me because my fibroids had gotten so large in my uterus, literally filling up my uterus, that I actually had to have a partial hysterectomy. And that was real, guys. That was really, really a tough acceptance, something that I had to accept. After the hysterectomy, that meant no more children for me, no matter how I felt about it. All because of a beauty standard that I never asked for, and all because they said that the products that we use were safe. Lockstars, I am not telling you this to scare you. I am telling you this to save you, because many of us still use those products too. And a lot of you guys still do. You have your sisters out here, you have daughters, mothers, and a lot of them just don't know no better. They don't know the information that's out here, and that really has to stop, guys. That really has to stop here. Is because if we really need to talk about what's been done to us and reclaim our beauty and our health, we really and truly need to do that, and that's for real. So this is just the first episode 1 in my series, and that's called Before the Locks: Healing from the Inside Out. I said in the beginning what beauty cost me, but that's actually the title. The series is actually Before the Locks: Healing from the Inside Out, guys. And what I'm going to be doing in this series, I'll be breaking down what relaxers can do to your body, why fibroids are hitting black women so hard, and how we can protect ourselves and our family. So I hope this touched you. If you've ever suffered in silence, share this video, drop a comment. Let's build our community of truth and healing together, guys. And y'all all know me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this video, because within the next 5 episodes, I'm really going to be dropping a lot of gems, and literally you can prevent yourself from a lot of pain. pain and suffering if you just get this information and then share it with all of the people you know. You really need to share this because this is a video that I wish was out. Okay, I really wish that this was out. Okay, in episode 2 we're gonna get really we're gonna go deeper because it's gonna be why are fibroids targeting Black women, and I'm going to be telling you guys my fibroid story, you know, when it happened, all of the things I went through, like just like how in the beginning how I didn't really feel anything, and as the years was going on, how it progressed, my interactions with the doctors, and the different type of remedies and different, not just remedies, the resources that can actually help you to resolve the fibroids. But it's going to be very important for you to know when you first get diagnosed with them, and then what to do moving forward. All of that information in the middle is going to be very important. It is going to be the difference between how what your outcome is and what your results can end up being, and that's not going to always be a good thing if you do not follow these things that I'm telling you. It's going to be very important for you guys. Okay, so as always, Sharon is Karen, and I will catch you in episode 2 when we talk about, go do a deep dive into the fibroids. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.